Oh hey, it's Sabrina. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 favorite audiobooks and the ones that I would recommend. So let's just go ahead and get started. So in this video you're supposed to have 5, but I added on an extra one. This is the first time that I'm doing this, but I thought that it was necessary. I had to add it. So the first book, or coming in at number 5 being my least favorite and number 1 being my most favorite, is Shanghai Girls by Lisa C. This was a book that I listened to audiobook a few months ago. I included it in one of my wrap-ups, but I absolutely loved it. The narrator completely captured what was going on in the books. It was so perfect. It made me enjoy the book so much, and I'm so excited that I have the second book. I have it in hard copy actually, so unfortunately I won't be listening to the second one on audiobook, but I will be reading it. So the reason why I loved this one so much was because Shanghai Girls is set in China in like the 1920s or 30s. I'm not exactly, maybe earlier than that. And the author or the narrator just has the perfect voice, and it's just, I can't explain it. You have to like read the book or listen to the audiobook yourself to understand what I'm trying to say, but that is my number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. Really anything by Gillian Flynn is really great to listen to, because I feel like you kind of get that more eerie / thriller effect when you're listening to it as opposed to reading it. Because when you're reading it, you can get that, but when you're having someone tell you the story, it's almost like someone telling you a ghost story. And so that's what I love about listening to Gillian Flynn's books on audiobooks. So I really, thoroughly enjoyed Sharp Objects. Coming in at number 3 is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I recently listened to this book, I think last month, and I felt so in love with it that I've decided to keep reading more of Rainbow Rowell's books, because before that I hadn't really read a book that I liked that much. However, Eleanor and Park was so fantastic, and I think that I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed listening to it. Like hearing the different perspectives, because when Park was speaking there was a male voice, and then when Eleanor was speaking or thinking it was a female voice, so it wasn't like it was one narrator trying to voice a bunch of different genders and sexes. So I really appreciated that about the book, and I just loved it so much. I loved Eleanor and Park. Coming in at number 2 is a duology, so I'm just going to include the whole like duology, both books, and it's To All the Boys I Loved Before Duology by Jenny Han. I listened to this for free on YouTube. Thankfully, I didn't have to pay anything for it, but I loved this duology so much. I'm not even a big contemporary fan, but I just kept hearing so many good things about it, and because I saw it on YouTube for free, before they took it away for copyright, I listened to both of them, and I just loved them so much. I even loved P.S. I Still Love You, the second book, even more than the first one. So basically, that duology by Jenny Han, either one of those I would highly recommend. And coming in at number 1 is, of course, my beloved Lunar Chronicles. More specifically, Cress. I have not read Winter yet. I'm waiting to buy it for Christmas, but I really do want to finish the series, because Lunar Chronicles is one of my favorite series of all time. If you don't know what it's about, it's basically Disney fairy or Disney princess retellings, and so Cress was my favorite book in the whole series. But basically anything from the Lunar Chronicles world is so fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. And then as kind of my extra thing that I'm going to add onto this list is basically any audiobook that you can listen to that is by a comedian. So anything by Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Mindy Kaling. Listen to an audiobook by one of those comedians that they wrote their book and they narrated themselves. It's so funny. It's so great. I would highly recommend. I've only listened to one. I think it was Jane Lynch's. She's on Glee and a bunch of other stuff. I listened to her audiobook. I also have a hard copy of her book somewhere here. But basically any comedian, listen to their audiobook, because it gives you that experience that you wouldn't get reading it on your own and imagining it in your head. So that is it for this Top 5 Wednesday. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching.